Everybody doing all right? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Pretty evening this evening. It's going to be really awesome sunset. Going to get camp set up. I'm out here to camp again. I'm going to get me set up. I'm got a hammock tonight. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's see who we got in here. Looks like Tanya's in here. How you doing? Ventures with Ken. Appreciate you guys coming in. Awesome. Hey Ashley. How you doing, honey? Appreciate you guys all being here tonight. I'm going to go ahead and get camp set up. Get my hammock out and my tarp. I don't know that I'll need a tarp tonight, but probably get it set up anyway. Get my tree straps up. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody had a good Monday. Mine went pretty well. Had a really good day. Hear an airplane. It's always awesome. Get on this tree here, and then I'm going to go. I usually go to that bigger tree over there, but I think I'm going to go to this smaller one this time and see how it works this time. Seems like I've used this small one before. Okay. All right. This is all my junk. And yes, I brought the wheelbarrow. I cheated. Make one trip. It was pretty funny. Hey, when you can, you can. I don't think there's no shame in that. I hear the neighbor's horse went in back there. I don't know if you guys can pick that up or not. Probably not. It's a little far away. Two neighbors down. They've got a couple horses. The ones behind us used to have a little donkey, but they must have got rid of all their animals because I haven't heard any of their animals lately. So they must have got rid of them. Alright, come on out there. Throw it on the ground. Everybody have a good weekend. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Not looking forward to it getting hot again. It's supposed to get hot again this coming week. But can't always get what you want, for sure. I was watching Camping with Champions new members only video before I came out here tonight. That's a pretty good one. was when we all stealth camped at Walmart. Me, Todd Champion, and the Sam Northwest Wind. It was a pretty good video. But yeah, it's a members only video, but it's a good one. 18 minutes, but it turned out pretty good. All right. I brought my tablet out here so I could read the comments too. Who's all in here? Let me just get my phone so make it easier. If I can use it. Alright, let's see who all's in here. I figured out how to do the live on YouTube horizontal, so that makes it a lot nicer to read comments on the phone. Hey Herbert, how are you doing, brother? Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you coming in. I'm debating on whether I want to put up a tarp or not. I just don't want to get dew on me in the morning. Let's see here. A little behind. Hey Mainly, appreciate you coming in, brother. I'm out here at base camp, as you can see. Beautiful sunset happening for us. Very beautiful. But yeah, I'll probably be doing my other $5 camp meal challenge tonight for dinner. So I'll do that on live instead of making an actual video. I figured it'd be fun to do a live. I got a little fire ready to start over here. I might do it on the fire. I've got a little stove. I don't know. See what I feel like. Mosquitoes are horrible tonight, so I may start up a fire to get rid of some of these mosquitoes. Let's see here. Mainly's in here. Let's see here. CNT's in here. Appreciate you, Herbert. Adventures with Ken. How you doing, man? 1954 Shadow. I appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you. You're in a wild camp in a hammock also tonight, Shadow? Awesome. Looking forward to seeing that. Let's see here. Yeah, Mainly's vacation was amazing. I enjoyed it. Like we was there with you, brother. Thank you for reminding everybody to hit that like button, honey. I appreciate that. How are you, CNT? It's good to see you. Glad you guys are in here. Yeah, I'll have to share that with you guys. I figured it out tonight. It's kind of a screwy deal, but I did figure it out. So it's not that hard. It's one of the first things you got to do when you're setting up your live. So yeah, I knew there had to be a way to do it because I see people doing it here or there, and they figured it out. And of course, I've tried to ask people, and they don't respond to you. So, but yeah, it's pretty easy, not too bad. I like the horizontal a lot better. That's the only reason I really use StreamYard. Herbert challenged you to the $5 meal also. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones to do, man. It was hard for me to narrow one down, but it's going to be a good one. Ken, you're headed to the Uari National Forest this weekend. I need some alone time in the woods. It was a bad week in our household Saturday, but had to put my dog Dixie down. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. They're part of the family. It's rough going through that, for sure. Oh, I'm doing good, CNT. I appreciate you guys coming in. Just been really busy here lately and enjoying that pretty sunset over there. That's beautiful. She's my rock for 14 years. Man, it's a long time to have a dog, but that's awesome. A lot of dogs are people's best friends for sure. That's definitely not a cliche, it's truth. A lot of people, that's their best friends for sure. All right, let me see. The chat works so much better on the horizontal too on your phone. So yeah, mainly I thought it was a pretty good spot. I'm gonna put you guys on my chest mount again and see if I can't get some more of this set up here. The mosquitoes are horrible tonight, and of course I checked my um, thermocell and my refills out, so I got to get a new refill. So I've got like a million of those mosquito coil bits. I had one mosquito coil break on me, so I've got bits. I've got one smoking there. I've got one under the bench, one over by the fire pit, a couple by the tripod, and one over here. I think I even have one back here somewhere. I did have. I don't know where it's at. Got one over there. Yeah, may have to put some more out. I might start that fire just so I don't have to deal with the mosquitoes. They're pretty bad tonight. I don't know. Debating on whether to put this. You know, if I don't put it up, I'm either going to get a pop-up storm in the middle of the night, or I'm going to wake up wet with the rain. So I'm going to put my tarp up. And all else fails, put your tarp up. The way I see it. It'll take that long to put a tarp up. Do want to get dinner going. I'm pretty hungry. Actually tonight, it's not near as hot. A couple times when I was hot, you don't feel like eating. So if everybody's not subscribed to everybody in here, if you wouldn't mind checking each other's channels out, I appreciate that. That's what community's for, is check out everybody's channels. I'm pretty sure most everybody's subscribed, but I figure if we get some new people in here, it's mainly for the new people that come in, but I have checked sometimes thinking I'm subscribed to somebody and I'm not, so. But I understand not everybody's channel is everybody's cup of tea, but I at least encourage everybody to go and check out everybody's channel just in case. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, I was doing some back and forth with StreamYard and YouTube. It wasn't because I couldn't decide which one I liked. I like YouTube's live better, but I just used StreamYard when I wanted to do horizontal. So it's nice. A lot nicer having it horizontal. You can see more of the background. And the chat, you can see. Alright, these two trees are closer together, so I'm going to have to adjust this tarp. Those other trees are just a little bit farther apart. So, I think that'll work. Like I said, I'm not expecting any rain. We don't have any in the forecast for the next, I don't know, quite some time. Wanted to say, they said something like the next 15 days we're not supposed to have any rain or something like that. Or very, very slight chances, pop-up chances here or there. Alright. Guess I could look at comments. I'm going to get really bad if I don't. Here. Alright. Hey, Marines and Army Mom, I appreciate you coming in. Thank you for coming in and supporting the channel. I'm out here at my base camp putting up my hammock and tarp. As you can see, got all my all over there. Doing the $5 dinner challenge. I figured I'd do a second one, do a dinner, because I already did the breakfast. So Herbert T Outdoors put the challenge out there. So I enjoyed the first one so much, figured I'd do another one. Thanks, CNT, for reminding everybody to hit the like button and subscribe. I appreciate you. 210, I filmed a special video for you on vacation. I'll be making it into a short. You're going to love it. I bet I will, mainly. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Yeah, keeping up on your lives and keeping up on what your vacation little that you shared with us. I enjoyed it. Hey, Glenn's Outdoor. How you doing, brother? Appreciate you coming in tonight and spending some time with me. I'm just out here at camp again. This is my studio. I may just, like I said before last week, I want to eventually build me a little cabin out here where I can do when the weather's bad, I can do my lives out here in the little cabin too. I think that would be a lot of fun. Plus I can get some video on the build. Enjoy the cool white lass. Yep, absolutely. Next end of this week is supposed to be back up to 94, over 100 heat index again. Points of azimuth, thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, this is our acreage that my wife and I own here, and we got 5 acres. And shortly after we bought the place, one of my nephews, spent the night with us, and he's like, "Uncle David, have you thought of putting a campsite out here?" I said, "Well, no, but you want to go out and build it?" So, yeah, that's what it looks like if you don't clear it out. It's pretty thick with the underbrush back there, but I've got it mowed down really nice. A trail out here, and then out there I've got a couple plastic tubs with well, I'm out of salt block right now, but I usually put a mineral on a salt block for the deer. They love it out here. And then I mow all around here. But yeah, this is my little piece of heaven. I might just set you guys on the tripod. I don't know if you can zoom in and zoom out still. Yes, you can. Nice. But yeah, this is really nice. Definitely very blessed to have this property. Don't worry about it, Glenn. Life happens. Not everybody can make it to everybody's lives. I understand that. There's no shame in that whatsoever. You can always check everybody's lives out after the fact. I usually always watch everybody's. I didn't catch Mainly's last one, but I did watch it today, so that was a good one. Yeah, I wish he could too, Mainly. I'm just going to do a real cheap, I'm going to do it nice, but I'm going to do, there's a place up the road not too far that you can get pallets for free, and I'm going to build it out of pallets. Since the pallets are hollow in the middle, it makes it easy to be able to insulate the walls on the pallets. So, and I tore down an old barn out here, and we got a lot of tin, and I'm going to put all the outside, make it all with tin on the outside. So I think it'll be fun. I'm not going to do anything extravagant. Yeah, we don't get much snow here, so we don't have to worry about it. We did get quite a bit last year. It was a freak year for us for snow. But, yeah, it's going to be nice. Yeah, I'm going to finish setting that tarp up, and I'll catch up on the comments a little bit. I need to get this finished. Yeah, I thought building that cabin out here would be cool. I want to build a little porch on it, so that way I can sit on the porch, put some zero gravity chairs out, on the porch, or a little rocking chair or something. I've got those old antique metal lawn chairs. You could put a couple of those, but build a little porch on the front of it. I think it'll be fun. Like I said, get some content out of building a little shed. Plus, I mean, during the winter months and just when it's raining or whatever, I want to make my studio, make the cabin my studio, so that's going to be a lot of fun. The only bad thing about this spot is it's a little closer to my bench and my fire pit over here, but if I do build a fire tonight, it's only going to be to cook on and to get rid of these mosquitoes. Like I said, with the cool down, it made the mosquito problem a lot worse. They like me too. Not like Tony from Random Adventures. He can get by with them not messing with him too bad, but they eat me alive. They like O positive blood. I think Tony said he's AB negative, something like that. I don't remember. I think he's got what type blood my mom had. That'd be nice not to have to worry about mosquito bites as much. I mean, he does a little bit, he says, but not very much. I love that thermostat. I didn't check it after my last tent, so that was kind of my fault. I should have checked the refill. But those big refills last up to 72 hours, which is really cool. That's probably why I ran out, because I was just taking for granted that I didn't use it already, but I've done quite a few camps with it already, so it depends on how long you use it. Of course, when I'm sleeping at night with the bug net, I don't run it at night. It'd be nice when winter comes around again and get rid of these mosquitoes, ticks. Guess you don't get rid of the ticks entirely, but you don't have to deal with them near as much. Alright. Got two of them. And with it being so dry out here, it's really hard to put these stakes in the ground. Man, I can't believe how hard it is to put these stakes in the ground. So dry. It's been quite a few days without rain. We've been real fortunate. July was a pretty wet month considering. Pretty wet month. Wettest month of July we've seen, well, I guess the first part of July. The end of July was a little dry, but usually we're already in drought season this time of year. Let me peek at the chat real quick. Mom, I lived in ferry outside Camp Lejeune. Yep. My oldest son is Army infantry, boots on the ground. Awesome. Appreciate all your guys' service. Hey, Minnesota Mike, I appreciate you coming in, brother. Doing well here. Blessed as always. Appreciate you coming in, brother. Appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. It's a beautiful evening. Yes, tell them thank you for the service, and thank you, Ken, and everybody else that's in here that's served. Appreciate you. I can't afford a GoPro at the time being. Has anyone ever heard of Ice Fox camera? Yeah, it came up on my newsfeed here a while back, and I was watching some of the reviews. It's pretty good, other than um, the stability's not as good as a GoPro, but of course a GoPro, you're not paying $400 for GoPro, so they say it's really good. I've got the DJI Osmos gimbal. If you put it in a gimbal, it does really good for the stabilization. Plus, with the gimbal, you'd have, you wouldn't have active track. You have to be able to download the app. Like on my phone, I have active track on my gimbal with my phone. It makes my phone pretty much like a Pocket 3, any phone that you use. I'd highly recommend a gimbal for sure if you can't afford a GoPro. I've got the Osmo 6 gimbal it was brand new, and I got it on either Marketplace or eBay for 60 or 80 bucks. Really cheap, half the price. Well, it's cheaper than that now. I think you can get a new one for, I can't remember, but I got it pretty cheap. Yeah, I've got a 4K action camera. I don't remember what brand it is. It works really good. It has no stabilization, but if you put it on a tripod and use it for a lot of B-roll or time lapse, they work really good. And it's 60 bucks, and I've even seen that Ice Fox camera for 45 or 50 bucks on sale. So I would recommend getting it. It takes really good photo. Everybody that's done reviews on YouTube has pretty much liked it. So I would say go for it. Yeah, cicadas are loud tonight, big time. Really loud. Got a lot of deer that come through here at night. They usually wake me up in the middle of the night and early mornings because they tell me this is their campsite every time. They let me know about it. They don't like me being out here. They're not going to like me building a cabin out here for sure. Yeah. But there's no reason you can't record just on your phone as long as you got a good phone. You don't have to record in 4K. You can't. Still, majority of watchers on YouTube don't even watch in 4K still, even though 4K is out there. They recommend when you start your channel to just do it in 1080p anyways. Until I upgrade my phone, I'll probably continue doing, I was doing 4K for a long time, but if I got too far over half-hour video, I didn't have enough storage space on my phone to edit the video. Let me move. That sun's probably drowning everything out, I bet. But yeah. Appreciate that, Mike. Thumbs ups are free for sure. If you don't mind subscribing, if you haven't subscribed already, I know pretty much everybody probably is, but I would appreciate it. Oh yeah, Adventures with Ken got sent an Ice Fox. I couldn't remember if that was the brand that you had. Yeah, that was a pretty decent camera. It's no GoPro, but definitely, and it comes with 2 batteries and a charging dock for the 2 batteries. Not a bad deal. I personally don't care for it after I really used it. Yeah. Yeah, camcorders work good too. Yep, for sure, Herbert. Oh, I appreciate it, mainly. Thank you for stopping by, brother. Glad you made it home safely. Hey, Ursa, Leo, appreciate you coming in. You have a great night too, mainly. Thank you, brother, for your support. Yeah. Yeah, it's good to have other cameras to get other angles and different shots for sure, Glenn. Um, yeah, I mean, for $60, you're not going to find anything really better than that for that price, in my opinion. So I would get it if I was you until you can afford something a little nicer. Or if you got an old phone, or just get an old phone that you don't want to activate, just get a couple extra phones, you know. That's a good idea. Because you can quick share your videos in between the phones and stuff, so yeah. I mean, I would even buy a couple more used phones, or if you got some used phones sitting around, everybody's got some nice used phones sitting around, just use a couple extra phones. You know, tripods are a lot cheaper than cameras, but I mean, I'm just saying if you got phones laying around, I wouldn't go and, you know, but you can get a lot better phone probably for 60 or $100 than that Icebox even, so you may have some used phones laying around the house that you could use. I know I have a couple extra I could start using to get multiple shots if I wanted to. Me personally, I like the first person type, like I've mentioned many times, Carlisle 195, John in the UK, he always recorded on his phone. He didn't do any fancy really shots or anything, so I enjoy just the plain, simple videoing. I don't really care if it's super fancy quality. As long as they're doing stuff that I like to watch. He would do a lot of builds. He did a debris village that was awesome. If you guys like builds, wild builds in the woods and stuff, he's a lot of fun to watch. I wish he was still making videos. He had a daughter a couple years ago. Well, I bet that's fake. And he's being an awesome dad and devoting his time to his child. It's pretty admirable, but he's at least 3 or 4 now. So I'm hoping I'm not on social media anymore. I'd message him on Instagram and see if he's going to make any more videos. He was the one I've watched the longest besides Joe Robinette. Him and Joe Robinette, I've probably watched both of them from the beginning for sure, but the two I've watched the longest. Corporal's Corner too. Alright, I need to start cooking. Lost signal on my tablet. Glad I wasn't relying on that for reading the comments. Yeah, let me get a fire starter so I can get that. With no Minnesota mic, I didn't grab your fire starters. I wanted to do that tonight. Maybe I'll do that next week. Definitely need to do that. Minnesota Mike sent a few of us some fire starters that he made. Not really set up tonight. To do that, I didn't take time to make a awesome fire lay or anything. I got my fan. Maybe that fan will help Get rid of some of the mosquitoes too away from me. All right. The cicadas are drowning me out. My microphone, my earbuds must not be working. I've got my microphone in, but it must not be working. Yeah, I just need to take the camera with me. My mic's not on, of course. Wonder why it's not on. Can't hear you when you walk away. Very interesting. I checked that right before I got on too. Huh. All right, let me get this fire going real quick. Oops. Sorry, guys. No, I'm using YouTube. Yeah, Herbert, I'm just using YouTube's live. I want to get away from using StreamYard. I've done a lot of, well, Randy and I both have done a lot of studying on using StreamYard, and you get a lot less views using StreamYard, big time. I did a lot of studying on both of them, and yeah, you get a lot less views and everything. I don't think YouTube gets you out there when you're using third-party streaming. People probably say that's not true, but what I've found out and what I've studied, it is true, big time. I've done it for several weeks in both. I use StreamYard for several weeks at a time, and then I use this YouTube. And it makes a difference. Yeah, your Shocks headsets will work. You just have to, before you start your live, you got to go into your camera settings and make sure it's using your Bluetooth as the microphone. Yeah, it'll work. Any Bluetooth headset with a microphone, even the wired ones, if you got a way to have a wired headset, any headset with a microphone will work for YouTube. I found so far. I wish I could minimize this and it wouldn't close out my YouTube and check my mic. Kind of sucks that the mic's not working. Was it working earlier? Maybe it just kicked back on. I heard it beep. Actually, I'm going to use the grill tonight because I've got to boil some water. Let me get that going real quick. Need to get some dinner going. Can you guys hear me on the mic now? Can you hear me any better? I heard my Bluetooth kick on. I don't know if my microphone kicked on. I'm over here, so let me know if that microphone sounds any better. I heard it kick on, so hopefully it's working. All right. Let me get the chest rig on so I can cook. Well, actually, I'll just move the tripod, probably easier. You think it's working now? Okay. Mic is off. Mike thought it was working. Well, I guess I'll just take my earbud out and just not worry about using it. And I'll just keep you guys along with me here. All right. Let me... And I like live because there's no like editing out or anything. Well, if you like Mexican, you're gonna like my meal. If you don't like Mexican, you won't like my meal. But, all right. Star of the show, and I love them. A lot of people don't like them, but you can get them in chicken, different flavors. But you got your Hormel beef and chili tamales. I'm going to stick right in there. These are amazing. If you guys have not had these yet, these are amazing. Really, really, really good. You can just pop them in the microwave. But these plastic bags are really cool to take camping because you can just boil them in the bag. You can heat everything up, put your water in there, and boil it. These are really good. These are $2.68 a pack at Walmart, and they're only $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. So if you can find them at your Dollar Tree, I went and bought all the ones that my Dollar Tree had, but they're really, really good. So I'm going to stick that down in there. And then these are from the Dollar Tree. Really good Mexican style rice. It's got a few beans and corn and cilantro in there. These are really good. But that's going to be my Mexican dinner. Of course, I'm not going to eat it all. That's a lot to eat. But the good things about cans, and if you're paranoid about boiling with a can, then you don't have to do that. You can obviously just take them out and put them in a pan and heat them up. But this does just fine. And I don't let it get too terribly hot and cook for too terribly long. Just enough to get it hot. Then you can just boil water. If you want to take the paper off of the can, you can, but it works fine either way. You're just heating it up. Everything's fully cooked. Just have to have a deep enough pan. Let me put that on the fire real quick. It's going to boil over, but that's okay. Put that can towards the middle. That'll get going good. But I thought that was a pretty good meal for $5. Well, actually, let me look. $2.37 for the tamales at Walmart. $1.25 for each of the rice and the beans. So, what's that? A grand total of $4.87, I believe, something like that. But yeah, I got the tamales at Walmart, and I got the rice and beans at the Dollar Tree. So yeah, for under $5 with tax already, it's $4.87, I believe, for everything. Pretty good meal. And this will actually feed at least 2 people, but it will feed 3 people pretty easily. I mean, if you've got an appetite like me, you might still be a little hungry. I'm trying to remember how many tamales are in there, but 2 people can definitely eat comfortably. My wife and I share those beans and a rice packet for a dinner. So, and there's plenty of tamales in there. So, growing up, my mom loved those tamales, and she would buy them quite often. So, I love them. Oh, yum. Yep. Mexican food. I love Mexican food. Chinese, Mexican, any kind of Asian cuisine. I like Thai food really well. I like spicy food. Dagnabbit, I'm hungry now. Yep. Yeah, and those tamales, they've got chicken, they've got beef, they've got spicy ones, They've got all different kinds. Usually you can find those tamales at the Dollar Tree too, and it would be almost half the price. They're $1.25, but they didn't have any this time at two of the Dollar Trees I went to, so I had to get them at Walmart. And like I said, they were almost, those beans are over double at Walmart, and the tamales are almost double at Walmart. So, and the ones they usually have at Dollar Tree are the chicken ones. They usually don't get the beef ones at the Dollar Tree, but hey, I'm not picky. Yeah, the pad thai. Yeah, the backpacker pantry meals are amazing. Only place I can get them, well, I can order them online, obviously, but Gearhead in the mall here has backpacker's pantry, and I like the Hatch green chili mac and cheese from backpacker's pantry. I love it. Yeah, the beef ones definitely are more moist, Sam. I appreciate you coming in, brother. Yeah, you want your tamales to be moist, for sure, extra moist. Yep. The chicken really has a tendency to dry out. And if you like more chili, it comes with plenty of chili sauce in the can, but if you like chili, a lot of people like extra chili and cheese on your tamales. You can get chili and whatever. I appreciate you, Sam. Really do. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate your support, brother. How'd you like Todd's video today? Did you get to watch it? Yeah, Todd's video was really good. I was glad we finally got to see it after how many months? You just did hot pot. It was awesome. Todd with Camping with Champion. Sam, the Northwest Wind. Todd, Skeeter, Hammock Mountain Daniel. We all did a stealth camp at the Walmart there at the meetup. Oh, didn't see it members only. Dang it. Yeah, I was hoping he wouldn't do members only so everybody could see it, but yeah, it's a really good version. I mean, it's 18 minutes long. It's not super long, but yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, Herbert, thanks for doing the challenge for everybody. I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody does. Here, I'm going to mess around and let the fire go down. And I'm really strange. I don't like my food super hot. A lot of people do. A lot of people complain if it's not scorching hot. But if it's fully cooked food, I kind of like it just as it gets hot, not like my dad said, nuclear meltdown. My mom would have everything 4,000 degrees. Yeah, there's definitely no bacteria in my mom's food whatsoever, none. If you guys don't know Sam with the Northwest Wind, I'd appreciate if you go and check his channel out. He's a good guy. Hey Matt, Two Guys in the Ozarks, appreciate you coming in. I'm ready to make campfire beans now. Yep. Cowboy beans, man, that is awesome. Love me some cowboy beans. And there's a lot of different recipes for... You gonna send them a vulgar text right now? Yeah, somebody should. It's a pretty decent video. For as short as... Well, mine was really short, but I knew mine was going to be. I didn't video much. Yeah, Tennessee's nice. Appreciate you coming in, Matt. I know you're probably at work. Hope you have a good night at work. Thanks for coming in, Sam. I appreciate you, brother. Not a problem, Sam. That's what we're here for, man. I know you're always there for me, man. Hey, ACR Project. Appreciate you coming in. Well, I appreciate you coming in. I know everybody's busy, especially in the summer months. I'm just cooking me some dinner here for the take 2 of the $5 camp meal challenge put out there by Herbert T. Outdoors. I don't know if you've checked him out, but let me make you, let's see if I can get on my tablet so I can make you a mod. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed to Herbert T. Outdoors, go subscribe to his channel and look on his community page. He's got a $5 camp meal challenge. You can make breakfast, lunch, dinner. I did a breakfast last week with a Jimmy Dean sausage bowl and a can of Campbell's gravy and poured over the top of it for breakfast. That was really good. That was $4.75. And tonight I'm doing beef tamales, rice, and beans, and it was $4.87. It would have only been $3.75 if Dollar Tree would have had the tamales, but they were out. I got to get in my own live to make you a mod. Can't do it on my phone. Well, I can, but it's easier to do it here. I'll put you as a moderator. There you go. That way you can check out everybody else's channels. I think I got everybody else. I've got Sam at the Northwest Wind. I made you a mod too, brother. Alright, everybody's a mod now. But yeah, go check out everybody's channel, Herbert T. Outdoors. My dinner's boiling, so it's not going to be too much longer. Like I said, if you take the paper off that can of the tamales and all that, when you're heating up the water, it can be twofold. You can use the water in a drink, you know, and most people won't want to because it's got a can in it and it's got plastic bags in it, so they wouldn't want to drink it. But I mean, in a pinch, you definitely could. I always bring plenty of water, so I don't really have to worry about water. But I appreciate you coming in, ACR. I make them in a Dutch oven. Oh, buddy, yes. Dutch oven's good to make everything in, but I'm really simple. I like really simple stuff. I don't mind cooking things out at camp. I usually, when I go car camping, is usually when I'll do most of my cooking. Wait till I see Saturday's video, David. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. You cook something really good? You're welcome, ACR. Let's see here. I've done that before. Yep. I'm camping in my my base camp, what I call my base camp. This has got my hammock set up. Got the hanging high hammock from Trevor. The same one as I gave away. But this is our property, piece of property. I'm going to set up a couple trail cams before I go to bed tonight too. Last week I got the deer on the trail cam. We have quite a few deer here. There was 4 or 5 deer last week out there. Got an armadillo, something else. I tried to transfer the pictures over, got them over to my laptop, and then they disappeared. I don't know what happened to them. I lost the footage of the deer and the armadillo, so I was going to add it to my community post, but I couldn't. No, gorgeous hike to the Smokies to a hidden giant waterfall. Wow. I can't wait to see that. Smokies are really beautiful. Thanks, ACR. Yeah, we're really blessed. This is our 5 acres, and this is on the back southeast corner of our property. Yeah, the winner of the Sloth Crow got it, and I sent it out to him, and he received it. Smooth it, not rough it. Yep, for sure. But when it comes colder in wintertime, I'm going to be roughing it. I'm going to be doing my hiking in. Here, you can't do much hiking in. Oh, buddy. I bet that's done. Oh, that looks good. And, of course, you got to have some hot sauce of your choice. I like Texas Pete. I like Tapatio. I like Cholula. I like pretty much all hot sauce. Louisiana hot sauce. I have a Cajun hot sauce at Flat Creek here locally that's really good. But I always have some hot sauce readily available. Let me get this off the heat. Drain the water. Whew. It is hot. Alright, let's get you over here where you can see. See if I can plate this up. And that fan makes the difference out here for sure. Let me get it out of the way. Helps the mosquitoes and excuse all my junk. Alright. Where are my... And I cheated and got City Slicky's can opener with me. Oh yeah, that's plenty hot. What'd you guys all have for dinner tonight? Dinner is a good thing. Oh yeah, those are warm. Alright, let me get a fork out of here. So funny, when my brother was little, oh buddy, that's almost too hot to hold. Woo! My brother, when he was little, my mom was fixing this for dinner one time. We all were pretty small. I bet 4, 6, and 8 probably. He yelled at, my mom went to the bathroom or went back to the kitchen or something. Yelled at my mom, "Mom, come take the toilet paper off my tamales." It's so funny. That still cracks me up today. Oh, that's warm. Yeah, these are going to be warm too. If I can open it, hands are wet. Whew. Yeah, these beans and rice are super good. I've had both of them before. Got leftovers. I brought Ziploc bags, of course, so you can always put your leftovers in. But yeah, these beans, if you haven't had them, you need to get them. Super good. Starting to get dark. I'm going to have to get my light back on. I know the rice has a few beans in them, but these beans are phenomenal. For, I mean, obviously, if you can make good homemade beans, of course you can't beat a good homemade bean, especially cowboy beans. But for prepackaged, really good, really good. Let me get my light out. It's starting to get dark out here. I try to hold off on the light as long as possible because it attracts bugs too, but all right, see if that helps. Yeah, that helps. See if I can get you a zoom in there. All right, Herbert, what do you think about the Mexican dish? Get me some hot sauce put on there before it's too late. I like hot sauce on everything. Tapatio is really good. All right, I think that looks good. For $4.87, and this is only half of it, you can feed 2 people real easy. This is a really good challenge. I think you said you did some chicken Alfredo, Herbert. That was really good. I almost did that for the first one. Hey, Josh Keller, what are you thinking, brother? How are you? Good night, 2 guys in the Ozarks. I appreciate you. Yep, Texas Pete sure is, for sure. Can't beat you some old Texas Pete, right? Thank you, ACR. Yeah, it definitely is heaven, for sure. Yeah, you could hold a hang on your 90, Ursa, for sure. Trying to catch up before I take a bite. I got a bear on one of my trail cameras. Oh, wow, really? I'd like to see that, Glenn. I've never seen a bear in my whole life here. Eat your game camera. Good night. Yeah, I said good night to 2 guys. Also mauled by the same bear. Ooh. Junk in the trunk? Nope. I hope not. Let me get a taste of this here. I know it's already good. I love these rice. Oh, buddy. Those tamales are perfect. If they weren't already cooked, I'd obviously open the top of the can and boil it and steam them as well, but they're already cooked. But looky, so good. You can add some rice to it. Man, that's good. 3 items, I mean a 3-course meal. Very good. Get some beans and rice. Gets you a different view. All right. Really good. Let's see here. First time I had tamales was at my first buddy Kirk Hernandez's house. Made them for dinner. Ate the corn husk, and they let me, told me afterwards I wasn't supposed to eat them. They waited till afterwards. Oh man, that's rough. Yeah, my brother was upset because he wanted my mom to take the toilet paper off those tamales. Needless to say, the second tamale tasted way better. I can imagine that. Man, that would have been rough. We're doing good, Josh. Doing really good. Can't complain at all. Ashley's doing really good, so doing good. Yeah, everybody say hi to Josh. That's my buddy. He lives pretty close to where I am. He's a really good friend. Really good friend. We've worked together several times. My best bud. Well, no offense, my wife is my best friend, but other than my wife, Josh is definitely my best friend. I'm a bear, so not. Ooh, I heard the coyotes already out. Hear them? They're in the field across the road from us. Skeeter, what's up, man? Where's the Miracle Whip at? Yeah, if I was having bologna sandwich, I'd either have Miracle Whip or mayonnaise. Hey, Outdoors with Dan, I appreciate you coming in, man. I don't know if you guys caught it, but I'm having what left of my rice, beans, and tamales for my $5 challenge. Second $5 challenge. Pretty good. It's pretty fun. Beef tamales, Mexican style rice, and Old El Paso's Tex-Mex beans. Really good. One of my favorite meals. I think the last time I did this meal, they didn't have the beans out when I did it for the first time, so I had refried beans. But I did it at our annual YouTubers meetup at up by Lebanon, or not Lebanon, up by not too far from Kabul. Appreciate you coming in and sharing the love, Skeeter. Catch a bunch of fish today? Yep, Skeeter's new. You have to try to get him some subs so I can do some live. And Skeeter is an alien. Well, that was so good, I cleaned my plate. Boy, that Texas Pete was the key, man. That made it good. What do you think about that sunset? Skeeter the alien. A friend of mine has one on his camera. He lives in Ozark. Has what on his camera? An alien? Yeah, Ursa, that was pretty funny. My wife and I giggled about that one. That was pretty good. El Pastor burrito from the taco truck. Oh, buddy, I love the El Pastor. My wife got one of those at Plaza Mexico last time we was there. Really good. No, she got the El Pastor tacos, not the burrito, but just as good. Did that look good, honey? Oh man, I'm stuffed and I only ate half of it. I gotta put the rest of it. I got Ziploc bags to store the rest of it. Heck yeah, brother. Yeah, man. If for $4.87 before tax, that wasn't after tax. Tax is excluded, so But I don't know what you could get to fill you up more than that for $4.87. There's so many options at the Dollar Tree. It's just unreal. I mean, breakfast, lunch, dinner. They even have the small mini pizzas like I usually get. I was going to do those again too. I did those over the winter, cooking pizzas out. The little Red Baron mini pizzas. You can get two of those for $4 or $5 at Dollar Tree. Let's see here. Coyotes are really bad this year. Yeah, it sounds like it. And they're usually not out this early. I mean, we got quite a bit of light left here. So, have you tried leaving a box out that says Acme? I hear he's Bigfoot, David. No, I haven't. Yeah, there are a lot of good channels ACR. So if you're not subscribed to them, I'd check them all out. Every one of them, community here. This is part of Tony's community too. We're all outdoor community. I lump all together. I mean, a lot of great channels. So many channels. That's what his missus says. LOL. Yeah. Yeah, there's so many good channels, and I'm subscribed to so many, and uh, it's hard to support. I try to support. I can't say I support everyone I'm subscribed to religiously, but I have at least 40 that I would say that I really support more than all time. 100%. It's just hard when you've got several hundred that you subscribe to. You can't watch everybody's everything. I mean, you just don't have enough time. I know in the winter I can watch more than I do now because it gets dark so much quicker. Yeah, honey, it was yummy. I'll definitely have to make you some. I've got some left if you want some. He had a fox run across the parking lot today at work. Wow. That's awesome. Yeah, I remember when I first started there, before you started working there, Josh, we had several deer almost every morning come out in the yard to the left behind the dumpsters. Would come out almost every morning. I think you've seen them a couple times when I was there too. I can't remember if they were out there. Biscuits and gravy are really cheap to make in a Dutch oven. I think it's $1.09 for the great value biscuits and like $2.99 for the gravy. Yep, absolutely. Campbell's, last week I got, Campbell's makes a really good sausage gravy in a can, and it's $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. So, and then they have the small can of biscuits too. I thought about doing that. They actually have a whole bag of biscuits, but it was like $4 for the whole bag. So, yeah, those half cans of biscuits at Walmart are pretty cheap. I bought a new dehydrator. Going to try to make my own meals for camping along with beef jerky. Yes. We have a dehydrator and a vacuum sealer. I want to start making some too. I love spaghetti dehydrated. It dehydrates so good, and obviously chili. Um, yeah, there's a lot of good meals that you can dehydrate. Your own chili mac, your own beef stroganoff, chicken Alfredo, teriyaki, Ken? Ooh, buddy. Honey bourbon is my favorite. Oh, buddy, yeah, that'd be good. Yep, well, I like supporting everybody, man. That's what it's about, this community. I mean, we're all here to help each other out. Scratch each other's backs is the way I look at it. The ones that support you and the ones that don't. And, I know everybody has to get the subscribers, but you want some that watch your channel and support your channel. You want people to share your videos. You want people to build your community. You don't want to have a bunch of people that's not going to support your channel. You still see them once in a while, Josh? Yeah, I figured so. I always was threatening Charlie that I was going to put a tree stand out there in those woods, and he said, "You better not. Dad would have a fit." Didn't want me killing his turkey and his deer. Teriyaki is my second favorite flavored jerky. Yeah, teriyaki's good. I like just the peppered jerky really well too. Just really good cracked black pepper. Oh, buddy. Cinnamon rolls in the Dutch oven. Yep. I made cinnamon rolls in my Ascend tent winter tent video that I did the past winter. I made cinnamon rolls inside my tent for breakfast. Deer jerky, yes. I love some deer jerky and deer summer sausage. Awesome, ACR. Appreciate you stopping by, man. I really do. Thank you for coming in and thank you for your support. Every Monday night at 7 p.m. Central Time, I'm here usually. Good Lord willing, and I think I've only missed one live since I've been doing them. So, and I usually post on my community post page on YouTube if I'm not going to make a live. Appreciate you coming in, guys. Appreciate everybody coming in. If you haven't given me a thumbs up, I appreciate a thumbs up. Dehydrated ground beef is gravel, isn't it? Yes. See, and I think ground beef rehydrates really well, but I believe that is what people call it. Usually chicken has the hardest time rehydrating. I usually do it in thinner pieces so it dehydrates better. It's 8 p.m. my time. Awesome. Yeah, it's 8:17 here as well. I'm gonna get off here, buddy, but wanted to say hi. Hope to see you guys soon. Yeah, we definitely need to get together soon, Josh. We definitely do. Maybe I'll give you a call tomorrow and we can do some catching up and just don't have a lot of new news. You know, no news is good news usually, but tell your mom and Darcy we said hi. We love you guys. I'll be back making sure notifications are on. I appreciate that, ACR. Yeah, come and join. A lot of times I have topics that we talk on, and I do. You're getting ready to miss. I should have got to my. Let me get that out real quick and start doing that. I usually do a bargain, sales bargain, things that are on sale that I think are good bargains or good deal or just I like them. Let me get this thing set where I can get it. Yeah, I should have had that going before now. It's 9 p.m. But I usually do a segment where I find not always stuff on sale, but stuff I think is a good bargain or good items. I found some good stuff on sale this week. Sorry. They say hi. Hi, guys. Yes, deal time. My wife is at home to stop me. Haha. We all need to get together and hang out. Absolutely. Yeah, when Randy gets back home from Texas, let's plan out with Randy and Ozarks Woodsman and Matt, two guys in the Ozarks, and let's all get together and do a camp or something. Or if we don't do a camp, you know, at least meet up. That'd be cool. David, brilliant idea. DoorDash, but with camp food. Yes, Ursa, I like your thinking. Any kind of food, you know. I'm a simple guy. I mean, I like being outside and not working so hard on um, cooking so much. You can still have good food. Seen Whiskey Dog? He's in Oklahoma. Yeah, I've seen Whiskey Dog. He's got a good channel. What's his dog's name? His dog's name's pretty cool. It's a Blue Heeler, I believe. Let me get these dills pulled up. All right, I got them. Let me start at the bottom here. All right, I'm going to turn you guys around. Preacher, yes. Preacher's an awesome dog. We have a dog, our Chihuahua Blue Heeler mix. He's a Blue Heeler and Chihuahua. But yeah, Preacher's an awesome dog, man. Love Preacher. He's a good dog. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera back facing so you guys can read. First thing up, this is for Ken, brother. I know you like cook mess kits. This is a little bit different one than I showed last week. It's a different brand. It's Thybros, or however you want to pronounce that. 17-piece cook set, 4.5 on the reviews. Comes with a pot, a kettle, a frying pan, 2 cups, fork, knife, spoon, spatula, scraper, carry kit, and 2 plates. That is a heck of a kit. 17-piece kit is $35.99. And then if you want a stove to go with it, it's less than $10, $44.99. You know, for somebody just starting out, yeah, it's not all stainless steel, it's not all titanium, it's not all super expensive, but $35 for all that, and it, you know, you take care of it and not use metal utensils in the pan and pot, it's gonna last you a long time. I mean, $35, $36, you can't beat that. Can't beat that. Well, you wouldn't have to necessarily take the pot. You could leave the pot at home and just use the kettle, because you can cook inside the kettle. I see people cook inside their kettles all the time. So, yeah, that's a really good car camping kit for sure, or overlanding kit. Yeah, I'm not saying you'd want a backpack with that, Ursa. I mean, you could take just the frying pan, you know, and the stove, or the kettle and the frying pan, but, you know, yeah, you definitely, that's more of a car camping setup, or you know, whatever. See, and this is the stove. It's 25% off. I've got this exact same stove. They sell it at Walmart, pretty much everywhere, Amazon. I've never had one problem with it. I think it's 4 or 5 years old now. Striker works every time, the igniter every time. $8.22. So you can't go wrong with that. Works great every time. Yeah, you could definitely leave some stuff home. Yeah. And it all depends on if you want ultralight. I know, Ursa, you're looking to do ultralight, which is good. With my back and stuff the way it is, I can't do a lot of long hiking now. I mean, I can do 20 miles, but I definitely would have to have as light as I could be. But here's for Ken too. I know a lot of people like stainless steel. It's heavier, obviously, car camping. But this is an amazing deal too. 10-piece set. This comes with the stove. Comes with a cup, pole, or the bowl / plate, frying pan, pot, the utensils, scrubber, and the carry case. 10 pieces $34.99 or 15 pieces $38.99. I don't know what the difference is on the 15-piece one. I didn't take a screenshot of that, but for $34.99 for all stainless steel, I thought that was a great deal. Great deal. I'm down to 15.8 pounds in my backpack weight. I'm just trying to not get tired of hiking. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, titanium's the way to go, and a really good place. A lot of people don't like Temu, but you can get some really good titanium stuff on Temu. A lot of One Tigress, a lot of Nature Hike, a lot of all that stuff is sold on Temu as well, so you can get it a lot cheaper than on Amazon. And I know a lot of people are going to laugh at this one. I love it, actually. Let me get this situated a little more here. My Ozark Trails camp stove igniter doesn't work anymore. I have to use a lighter. But my MR stove works great, and I got 75% off. It was like $13. Awesome. Totes has some good stuff for a reasonable price on Scamazon too. Yep, absolutely. But here, couple YouTubers I watch have these, and it has a remote control. But for car camping and tent camp, awesome. These are really awesome. Base Camp Chris used these. You get both lanterns. They're 2-pack. Comes with a remote control, and they're rechargeable. Really cool ambiance. He tells stories about Bigfoot and things that go bump in the night. Base Camp Chris that I always talk about. He has these two. I would love to get them for some ambiance when I'm car camping and stuff. But yeah, 4.3 on the reviews. 2-pack for $31.99. Pretty good deal. Those are really cool. They work really well. He's got them in his cabin where he tells his stories at too. He tells a lot of stories out in the woods. He hikes out and tells the real life stories from viewers that send in, email him stories about Bigfoot, mostly Bigfoot, but other scary stories too. He's getting ready to branch out and do some alien and something else. Alien, Bigfoot, and I can't remember what else he said. He's going to start doing some other. Do you know how much I wish Nemo made a 350-pound limit moonlight? Yeah, that'd be awesome. I need some of them. Yep. I would like to have those really well. I want to get a set of them to put on the when I build my cabin, to put on the porch of the cabin and use them inside the cabin for lighting. I think they'd work really good. All right. I know Ursa's going to like this part of the deal. Moving on to Bass Pro. Bass Pro's got a Ascend Rattlesnake 55-liter backpack. Normally $140 on clearance for $104.97. Pretty nice backpack. For $100 for 55-liter, 105. Pretty good deal. Ascend makes a pretty nice backpack. I thought that was really good. Good deal. I think it's only in that blue. I'm not 100% positive, but not a bad looking backpack for $104. Yeah, it looks a lot like that Rook, yes. And of course, mainly is not in here right now. I put this mainly on for him because he's thinking about getting it. But if anybody's needing Starlink, I know it's expensive for a lot of people. It's our only option for good high-speed internet where we live. But it's normally $600 for the setup, or $500 some places. But it's on sale at Bass Pro for $349.99, which is a good deal. So mainly, if you watch this over, I'm going to send this to you too. But Bass Pro has Starlink on sale, so you might want to go look that up. This is the standard kit. I think I did the minis on sale too. I have it on the list here too. But $349.99 is a good buy. If anybody's looking for a cooler for their overlanding or car camping, Igloo Trailmate 50 quart cooler, 4.5 on the reviews, $99. It's usually $130. It's a nice looking cooler. I thought that was a pretty decent deal. Pretty decent deal. Here we go. Kind of going in with last week. Garmin InReach Mini 2 satellite communicator, $349.98. It's usually it's $50 off. It's usually $400. So they've got the black and the orange both. It's a good deal. You have a Lifetime from Walmart? Yeah, those are nice. I like those Lifetime coolers. But yeah, that Garmin InReach, if anybody's wanting one, that's a good deal. You can find them sell deals online cheaper than that sometimes. Here's a Ampex Burton 4-season self-inflating camp bed. $79 to $89.99. The 79 is the regular, which is 73 inches. The long wide is 78 inches. So the 73 is $79.99. And then the $89.99 is the 78-inch one. But that's a pretty nice air mattress. It's got 4.6 on the reviews, which is really good. For a 4-season mat, that's a pretty good buy. So if anybody's looking for a good mat, mainly for their car camping, obviously, or tent camping, whatever, you're not going to backpack in with it, but that's a really good mat. I'm trying to do a little bit more, not as cheap items this time. A little bit of both. Here's another. This is a spot device tracking GPS. It's kind of like the one I showed last week, but a little bit cheaper. $78.99. It's usually $130. It's $50 off too. It's got 4.7 on the reviews. So this would be a really good device too for GPS, for people to double track you when you're out and about. So that's a pretty good buy for a GPS device. I was really interested in that myself. Not like I got an extra $80 right now, but then here we go. If anybody's looking for a sleeping bag, Ampex Sun 20-degree mummy bag, 78-inch. Normally $200, $119.99. Pretty nice looking bag, mummy bag. I didn't think that was too bad of a price for Bass Pro. 4.9 on the reviews, so it's got really good reviews. So that's a nice mummy bag. I've got a couple mummy bags. I believe that one's a man's mummy bag, if I'm not mistaken. Which it doesn't really matter, man or woman could use it. Here's that's all from Bass Pro, it looks like. Now I'm going to REI. REI's got some pretty good deals, and I know REI's usually expensive. Yeah, a lot of people are for mummy bags for sure. Yep. Hey Rowdy, how's it going, brother? Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us tonight. Happy Monday to you as well, brother. I'm just got my deals of the week, so since you missed it, you might go back, and if you're looking for any items or you have any loved ones, like I said, this is from REI. This is a Nomad RT75 pack. I know REI is usually real expensive, but they have good sales. It's normally $280. It's $209.73. Alps Mountaineering makes a pretty good product. I have a couple Alps Mountaineering products. But that's a nice looking bag. You know, that's going to be on the high end of what I would ever spend for a bag, but I've never spent $200 on a bag. So clay chili is the color, 65 liter. But that's not a bad bag for REI. You know, that's not too terrible. Just give me a blanket, LOL. Yeah, especially a wool blanket, man. You can do really good with a wool blanket. Yeah, REI's camp blankets. Here's a really good deal, I thought, for car camping. This is a 6-person Sky Lodge instant tent. It's usually $290. It's $202.93. Got 4.5 on the reviews. Blackberry's the color. That's not a bad looking tent. Not a bad tent at all. Not for $200. That's not a bad. I think we got ours on sale for like $100 at Bass Pro when ours was on clearance. I think ours is a 6-person as well. Is it not a Coleman, but ours is a Eclipse by Bass Pro brand. We love our tent. And here's another sleeping bag REI. It's a Big Agnes Sidewinder Camp 35-degree sleeping bag. 4.0 on the reviews. Not as good on the reviews, only 3 reviews, so take that with a grain of salt. But $66.73 was $170, so sale ends today. That is a pretty decent looking sleeping bag for $66. I mean, you pay $66 or more for mine at Walmart, so. Ant. I got a low Alpine 70 plus 15 liter on eBay for $20. Yep. Depends on, yeah. I've got my King Camp. Oh, no, Night Cat. I got a 70 liter Night Cat and I paid $65 for it. So that wasn't bad at all. $165. Yeah. Loco Libre Ghost Pepper. Yeah. Man, it's expensive. I've never spent a lot of money, I'm going to admit, on backpacks. My last one I still got, and there's nothing wrong with it, but I wanted a little bit bigger bag for winter loadout. And I gave, I want to say $12 at Goodwill for it. And it's a really good bag. I think it's an Ozark Trails bag, actually. But it's like a 50-liter bag. Here's a REI Big Agnes Torchlight 20 sleeping bag, men's sleeping bag, 4.0 on the reviews. They want $329.95. There is no way I'm going to spend that on a sleeping bag anyways. But if you're an REI fan, $163 is a lot better than $329. Still, I'm not going to spend $163 on a sleeping bag. Now, if I was doing some mountain climbing and needed some really extreme weather sleeping bags, maybe. But not for just sleeping bag to go camping in. No, I'm not going to spend that much money on a sleeping bag. Here's a little bit better deal for a woman's sleeping bag. Mountain Hardware Shasta 15 sleeping bag, 4.0 on the reviews. It's normally $190, $84.73. That's not too bad. It's a nice looking bag if you like mummy bags. I should have done a couple mummy bags and a couple regular, but these were the better ends of the deals. Most of these end today. Here's another sleeping bag that was really good. Another mountaineering, Alps mountaineering. Gosh, I can't even speak. 20 Spirit 20. Doesn't have any reviews yet. 74.73 to 82.73. You've got a long and a regular. That makes the 74 is the regular length. The long length is 82. Navy and bright blue. Not a bad looking mummy bag if you can use a mummy bag. A lot of people don't like them. Depends on what I'm doing. If I'm in my bivvy, I like the mummy bags. Alright. There was just a lot of sleeping bags on sale, so I wanted to hit them up. Sea to Summit with REI, has a Ether Light XT insulated sleeping pad, women's sleeping pad, 4.3, $139.73 to $153.73, and that's for each of the length, regular and large. For women's, not too bad. For REI, obviously everybody knows REI is like one of the most expensive outdoor retailers. Here's another Sea to Summit Comfort Plus SI sleeping pad for woman, 4.3, $125 to $139. And I wish I would have got a shot of what the prices were regularly. Save up to 29%, so you can figure how much more that is. It was a pretty good deal, but I couldn't get the screenshot and get all the information. Alright, that was REI. Last thing on REI, we're going to go to Walmart. I always give Walmart a good deal because Amazon and Walmart always has some really good stuff. Leo uses Big Agnes down quilt. Yeah, I'd love to have a down. I don't have anything that has down in it. All mine's synthetic. All my underquilts, all my top quilts, my one wind top quilt is all synthetic, which they're all warm enough. I've got a double top quilt and a double quilt that snaps into my underquilt for my one wind. Yeah, I usually don't shop at REI, but I know a lot of people that are they're stuck on Dick's Sporting Goods, or they're stuck on REI, or they're stuck on Bass Pro, or they're stuck on Cabela's, or you know what? I'm just trying to hit many retailers. Not that I'm really supporting REI, but they were ones that come up on some of the sales, so I just wanted to have give them a shout. It's a pain in the butt. My hellbender is down. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good at all. Alright, moving to Walmart. If anybody's need a little LED lantern, this is a pretty cool deal on clearance. Lee Pro Portable Mini Lantern. It's only 350 lumens, which isn't super bright, but for only 3 AA's, it's pretty good for 3 AA's. Pretty decent looking little lantern. Be nice inside your tent or on your ridge line in your hammock. $9.99, pretty decent little deal. I forget, I didn't get a screenshot of what it was regularly, but it seems like it was somewhere around $20. I can't remember. Not bad. That hammock chair that Herbert liked last week is Still on sale, 4.4 on the review. Ozark Trail hammock camping chair. Definitely a good deal for 20 bucks, 19.97. It's normally 50, I think, 49.97. Don't quote me on that, but I mean that's a good deal, 20 bucks. Even if you get one season out of it for 20 bucks, that's a pretty good deal. Of course, these mosquito coils that I use they're $1.25 at the Dollar Tree if you can find them at your Dollar Tree. Everybody usually buys them up, but $1.24 for 4-pack mosquito coils, always a good deal to have. I like them. They work pretty decent. Nature hike. I got an R7 sleeping pad. It's pretty comfy, and I'm one big dude. Yeah, Ant. Yeah, I was gonna go on nature hike and one tigers this week. I think I'm gonna do them next week. I just try not to get a huge list of items for this week. That's why I threw REI in here this week. Next week I'll probably do nature hike and one tigers, because end of season this is a good time to, real good time to get products that's clearanced off by the big retailers. This is a really good deal. I don't want this color of a pop-up tent. These are really cheap, but they're like sunshades for your vehicle. 4.2 on the review, 4-person pop-up tent. Only reason I want one of these, they're out of the green. I want the green, but it's 58 bucks. I didn't even get the price in the snapshot of this, but it is 58 something for this. They're out of the green, but that would be an awesome little tent for stealth camping. It pops up like a little like your sunshade in your vehicle. They work really good, really fast deployment and pack away. Be awesome to use stealth camping. So I want to get one of these to stealth camp, because my crew bivy tent just takes too much time to put up and take down. I want something that I can throw up if I want a tent. Most of the time I'm gonna go stealthing where I can use my hammock, but for $58 that would be a really cool. I could throw camo netting on top of it too, or you can throw a tarp over it. You know, it's probably not 100% rain proof, but when you're stealth camping, you know, you might get a storm, so you could just bring you a little lightweight tarp to throw over the top of it. $58 is a pretty good deal. Everybody likes, this is a rechargeable camping light, similar to my Nebo light that I have. It's got a power indicator of how charged it is. It's solar powered as well. It's got a flashlight, a camp light. You can clip it on your ridge line on your hammock. Rechargeable USB. Doesn't say whether it's a C or not. I'm assuming it is. Most new stuff's C. But the blue is $10.79. The black is $11.64. And I can't remember what the other color is. I cut it off, but it's 11 something as well. Cool little camp light. 4.3 in the review. Remote control, waterproof, solar, USB charging. I thought that wasn't a bad deal. Ridgeline lights for in your tent or your hammocks. Very, very handy. I don't know why Skeeter got scared off. He don't like hanging out with us as long. We're probably boring to him. He's a fisherman. No, he stealth camps too, and brother from another mother. He probably fell asleep. He was fishing all day. Yeah, camel tarp from Harbor Freight, definitely. Yeah, I love Harbor Freight. You can get so much camping stuff there. You can get nice tent stakes there. You can get tarps. There's so much stuff. They got hammocks there as well. They're not very long, but they're pretty decent hammocks. Too dangerous to stealth camp here in Knox County, Tennessee, with the homeless population problem. Yeah, but if you go up in the mountains hiking in, the homeless don't like to hike in too far. So if you get out away from everybody, you're pretty good usually. You showed skeeter repellent. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Yep. My fire went down, so I may have to light some more of those coils up because I think they all burned out. Hey, Grace. Thanks for coming in and stopping by. I'm just going over my deals of the week. So I did a $5 challenge that Herbert's got out. I did another uh, dinner challenge tonight. We had Mexican tonight. I had beef tamales, rice, and Tex-Mex beans from Old El Paso, and the total was $4.87. So it was a really good meal for under $5. All right, another Walmart deal, King Camp, pretty decent brand. 69 inch by 53, not a huge blanket, but it'd be good, especially for a young adult or a child. I mean, that's about the size of my one that I have for my hammock, so it's not bad size. Not a bad little blanket, and it's $25.99. It's only 1.32 pounds, not bad at all. That's a nice little King Camp blanket. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, this is my pop-up camp. Well, it's kind of like my pop-up camp. I've got the Ozark Trails one. This one's, well, I cut off the brand. It's not an Ozark Trail brand. I forget what brand it is, but it's kind of like my instant pop-up canopy I got. $59.99. That's a really good deal. So if anybody's needing a 10 by 10 pop-up canopy, white, $59. Good deal at Walmart. Good old Walmart. And of course, the next item, that's the size of mine, yeah. I've got the Kelty Bestie blanket, and I think that's the one I have. I have a Yuko candle lantern. Yeah, I want to get one of those little candle lanterns. I've got the fire maple one that screws on like Tony's got for the gas cylinder, the little fire maple lantern. I've got that one. Now this is after my own heart. Red Camp large hammock tent with stove jack, waterproof for hot tent. It's a really nice looking tent for hot tent camping with your hammock. $149.99. That's a really good deal for a hot tent. I'd like to get the One Wind hot tent, but that one's a really nice looking tent. I cut off the reviews, or they didn't have any reviews. But $149 I didn't think was a bad deal at all. But all my gear is warm enough. I still don't know that I really want a hot tent for my hammock, because all my gear is warm enough, keeps me warm. And if I want to be a little warmer, I can just put my my tarp down in storm mode and be a little warmer. Yeah, that's a nice looking hot tent, I thought too, Ken. Oh, I thought there is a couple more things, a couple more backpacks from REI I'm going to show, only because they're really a good deal. The Sierra Designs Gigawatt 60-liter pack didn't have the best reviews in the world. But that's not a bad looking pack, and it's only $58.73. Hence, it's a $149.95 bag, but that's not too bad. For that price, it might be worth it. I don't know. You've got the One Tigers version of that hot tent? Awesome. Yeah, One Tigers has a nice hot tent. I think Tony has that one as well. Here you go, Ursa. REI's got a Ariel 65. Oh, that's a woman's. Never mind. But anyways, if anybody knows of a woman that needs an Ariel 65-liter backpack, it's on sale for $159.73 right now. It's normally $320. But that price is probably Bass Pro's everyday price, I would say. But if you're looking for an Osprey, that's not too bad. I mean, if it fits, yeah. I mean, kind of it that looks like the one Tony has. So I mean, I'm sure you're not going to be able to tell whether it's a man or a woman's. I mean, obviously if it's pink or something, you would know. But that's all my deals of the week. I thought I'd share those with you. Maybe next week I'll give One Tigers and Nature Hike a chance. I'm I'm gonna get some mosquito coils to throw some more wood on the fire. These mosquitoes are starting to go, that light's got the mosquitoes coming around, so I'm gonna light up some mosquito coils real quick. I need to put up my my camp lights, my twinkle lights. Let's see here. I wish I had my refill. I would have bought another refill for my thermocell if I would have known. I ran out. That's what I get for not being prepared. I preach about being prepared and I forget to check my thermocell. Alright. I do have a bunch of those coil pieces still. Get some coils burning. I got a bunch of pieces because, like I said, I broke my coil last week. Get a bunch of these coils burning. I still got to put up my game cameras. I was going to put them up before I started on the live, but ran out of time. I'll see how these coils do if they get rid of these mosquitoes. If they don't get rid of the mosquitoes, I'll just start another fire. Awesome. I got to do dishes before I go to bed too. Yeah, this horizontal works great for the chat. Hey, PR Fishing Journal, how are you doing, man? Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, the Aereo or the Exo is the men's, which what Tony has. Yep, his original one he got from a friend, a subscriber gave him, which is really cool. We're doing good, PR Fishing Journal. We had a good live so far. Have my hammock set up, my hanging high hammock. This is just like the one I gave away for my 500 subscriber giveaway. It's 11 foot. Comes with a mosquito net, ridgeline organizer. This one came with 2 ridgeline organizers. I think the other one did too as well. Pretty nice looking hammock. I'm going to sleep in it tonight. I'm good, PR. Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate the support. Yeah, I also did a Herbert T Outdoors. I don't know if you heard. He's got a $5 camp meal challenge going right now. You can make anything you want, breakfast, lunch, or dinner meal. It can be $5, and that excludes tax. You can spend up to $5 and don't worry about the tax, but $5 or under. I've done 2 meals now. Last week on my camp, I did a breakfast meal, and it was $4.75 before tax. And this week's meal was $4.87 before tax. I did a Mexican beef tamales, rice, and beans tonight. And then last Monday, I did a Jimmy Dean sausage, egg, potato, and cheese breakfast bowl with sausage gravy, Campbell's sausage gravy over the top of it. It was really good. So, yeah, that's just the kind of a challenge Herbert's got going on right now. And I wish I wouldn't have ran out of time. Minnesota Mike sent out some fire starters he made with some cool components I'm anxious to try out. I'm going to get them out and probably do them on either the live, probably live next week. I'm going to do the fire starters, use some of those fire starters on the live next week. I think that'll be fun. I think those mosquito coils are doing the job. I'm going to turn my camp light on behind me. Maybe that'll attract some of the bugs away from me over there. Just mosquitoes tonight. Yeah, that camping lantern I have behind me over there on the other side of my hammock, I don't know if you can see it. It doesn't look that bright because this light here is pretty bright. But it's a Harbor Freight lantern, LED lantern that's super bright. Really nice LED lantern. They always have a lot of nice stuff at Harbor Freight. My headlamp. Where did I put my headlamp? My headlamp's over here. It's Harbor Freight headlamp as well. Alright, so the Harbor Freight headlamp. Not a bad headlamp. This is the same brand. BRAUN, Braun headlamp. I think it takes 2 or 3 AAA batteries. It's super bright. Lasts for a long time on batteries too. But that's the same brand as the lantern I have over there. It takes quite a few AA. I think it takes 4 or 6 AA, maybe 8 AA. It takes a lot of AA's, I think, or C batteries. I can't remember. But they're the original batteries, and I've had it for about 2 years now, maybe 3 years, and I've not, believe it or not, I have not replaced the batteries in that, and I use it a lot. Really nice lantern. Harbor Freight, Braun, but this headlamp got low, it's got an on button and a selector button, medium, and it's got red, low, high, medium. Yeah, that's high. Pretty nice headlamp. It's not fancy by no means, but it's got an SOS mode too, but I can't remember how to do the SOS. You gotta double tap it or something. Hey Cole, how you doing? Doing all right tonight? Just out here at camp again. Got my hanging high 11-foot hammock from Hanging High Hammocks. Got my one-wind tarp and my tarp poles. Just sitting out here at base camp. Did the another $5 camping meal challenge that Herbert T Outdoors got going on. Made a Mexican meal tonight with beef tamales, rice, and Tex-Mex Old El Paso beans for $4.87 before tax. So it's my second meal challenge. So if anybody's up for a challenge, make a meal challenge and tag Herbert T Outdoors in it, and then tag 2 other YouTubers you want to challenge. And yeah, something fun. It's pretty easy to do a $5 challenge. Obviously, you can't do a whole lot of ingredients. But you can do a lot of prepared stuff. Can't do a lot of fresh ingredients. Yeah, skeeters are really bad this year. I'm glad I got the bug net because I usually won't need it. I should have probably brought. I'll use my top quilt and lay down and just lay on top of my top quilt so the mosquitoes don't sting me underneath on the bottom of my hammock. I usually use one of my lightweight underquilts, but I haven't been doing that lately because it's been so hot. Hey Stacy, appreciate you coming in. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't hit that thumbs up, I appreciate a thumbs up as well. You came in from Todd's channel. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. I was so grateful he gave me a shout out, and Sam the Northwest Wind and Skeeter and everybody on his new video today. That video is pretty cool. I really enjoyed that camp with Todd and Sam the Northwest Wind. You actually missed Sam earlier. He was in here earlier this evening hanging out with us, so that was really nice of Sam to come and hang out. We've all become pretty good friends since that meetup. So Tony's meetup was such a good time, and we love building community here, and it's nice that everybody comes and hangs out. But yeah, I'm gonna make you a mod. I'm gonna get on my tablet real quick. That way it'll be easier for you to check out everybody else's channel. One thing about being out here at base camp, I can use my tablet too. It's pretty nice to be able to awesome. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, Todd's got a good channel. I really like Todd a lot. I've been watching him, well, early on when we found Tony's channel. We found Todd through Tony, so it's been such a good time getting to know Todd and Sam at Northwest Wind. I just recently connected with Stealth Camper X, which is pretty cool. He's got a really good channel. I'm going to make Ant a moderator, and I'm making you, Stacy, a moderator so you can check out everybody's channels. So I think I got everybody as moderators now. But I do appreciate everybody coming and hanging out. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock, so I've been on for 3 hours already. I don't know how late I'm going to stay on tonight. Yeah, the mosquitoes are pretty bad. And like I said, I forgot to check my refill on my thermocell. So that was definitely my bad. And that thermocell works so good on mosquitoes. I just wish they would make one that would do mosquitoes, black flies, pretty much all flying insects. I know that'd be hard to do. Yeah, usually I do my lives every Monday night at 7 p.m. Central. Stacy and everybody else pretty much knows. Glenn, Cole, PR, pretty much everybody knows I do all my lives on Monday night. So every Monday night at 7 p.m. Videos tonight at 11:30. All right, is that when you upload your video tonight? I'll have to check that out before I go to bed. No, that bug net doesn't. It drapes over the ridge line. You can unzip it and remove the bug net, but it's zippered on. My One Wind has the bottom entry bug net, and that's what I used last week, but Trevor gave me a really good deal on a second hammock, so I went ahead and got a second hammock, and I'm going to try it. Really want to support American local, and for $60 normally, and I've got a 10% discount code if anybody's interested in the 11-foot hanging high hammock. The discount code's in my profile description on YouTube. It's David HHH10, I think, is you get 10% off. So yeah, Trevor's in the Virginia area, so good American company, so definitely gonna support American. I want to start doing camping, but right now my health don't help. Oh man, sorry about that. PR, I hope you get better so you can do some camping. I appreciate your support and coming in and watching. I hit 1,600 subscribers there. Awesome, Cole. That's awesome. If anybody doesn't know Cole Region, I met him at Tony's meetup in Pennsylvania as well. He's an awesome channel. Go check out Cole Region Explorer and subscribe. Heck yeah, I enjoyed that. Appreciate that. Did I not get you as a moderator, Stacy? I thought I did. Still ain't showing either one of you as a moderator. Yeah, now it does. Now it does. My chat's not updating right on my phone. Sometimes it doesn't. All right, the wife just got home. I'll catch you next week. All right, Ken, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for coming in. Have a good week. Yeah, it was nice to see Sam. made some really good friendship out, not only seeing subscribers and fellow YouTubers, but getting to know Todd and Sam and Skeeter and obviously Tony. And I met Chris at Shy Guy Adventures. He made a YouTube channel, a brand new channel, so that'd be another channel to go check out. I love watching stealth camping. I grew up camping with my dad. And cool. Thanks for making me a... Oop. Just got disconnected and reconnected. Hopefully it worked all right. Normally doesn't do that. Yeah, I like stealth camping. I've only done actually 2 on video. I've done stealth camping before I got on YouTube, but I've got another one in the works. I'm kind of waiting until it gets a little cooler before I start doing it. Man, that light's bright. See if I can move it over and maybe that'll look a little bit better. Still pretty bright. Let's see here. Okay, great. I'll check in. I appreciate you. Yeah, everybody check out everybody's channel. I appreciate it. No, it's only 9:06 our time here, Cole. My first camp is coming up soon, next week. Awesome. I'll definitely check that out. I'll check out your video tonight when I go to bed. I got a few videos I want to watch when I go to bed tonight. You're looking for a new hammock? Yeah. Yeah, you'll get 10% off. They're $60 for that complete setup. You get you get the tree straps, the hammock, the bug net, the permanent ridgeline, whoopee sling ridgeline organizer, and it's $60. And if you use that 10% off code, you'll get it for $50. So, or actually, $54. So, pretty good deal. It's one of the best hammocks for under $60 on the market, in my opinion. It's 11 foot. I believe it's 58 inches wide, if I'm not mistaken. My one win is an extra large, extra wide. It's 68 inches, so it's 10 inches wider than this one. But it is 11 foot. My one win's a 12 foot. They do have a 12 foot and a extra wide hammock as well, and it's I want to say it's $110. It'd be about $100 or $101 with my discount. Pretty nice. Yeah, not a problem, Cole, man. We're all here to spread the love and build community, man, for sure. Let me use my tablet. Scrolling up on the phone's messing up my chat, my screen. So, let's see here. What did I miss? It's really hard. I missed comments on the phone. Yeah, it is a lot of fun, man. I love camping out here. This is on our property, PR. Ozarks Woodsman, man. I appreciate you coming in, brother. How are you doing? You missed all the fun. Did another Herbert's $5 camp meal challenge tonight for dinner. So I did my breakfast last week and then did dinner tonight. I'm not going to record it since I did it live, so I figured it'd be cool to do one on live tonight. Made a Mexican meal tonight. Appreciate you coming in, Matt. Let's see here. My channel only has a couple of videos when I'm living in Florida. I need to add some recent ones. Yeah, Stacy. Yeah, you just get out there and do whatever, shorts or lives or, you know, just we're here to grow our channels, you know, and of course a lot of people knows Tony, so I always do Tony's lives on Sunday. He announced this week I think he's going to change to every other week or once a month, so I'm going to have to get used to not doing his lives every Sunday night. Hanging in there, Matt? Good. I appreciate you coming in, man. I'm glad you're here too, man. Yeah, eating pickles in Texas. I've had those pickles actually before, and it's funny, where you're at, where you grow up from, or whatever. You like certain brand things, and they're really good pickles. I'm not gonna lie, they are really good pickles. But there's several pickle brands here that I like just as well or better. But that's me. Just like the okra, pickled okra, I really like it too. There's a couple brands in Texas I really like of pickled okra they don't have here. Yeah, I didn't catch Randy's live last night, but I watched it today when I watched the whole thing, and that was pretty cool. Yeah, he was always telling me about those pickles. You definitely like different brands of different things in different areas I've lived or different areas that I've visited, and you end up liking certain things better. Um, my mother-in-law makes some really good homemade pickles, so it'd be hard to beat her homemade pickles and her okra and her banana peppers. Looks like Sunday night with Coal Region Explorer. Yeah. Um, yeah, Tony, I don't know if he's going to do every other week now or once. He said once a month at first, but everybody was kind of sad about that. So I think he's going to try to do every other week. I don't know for sure. I'm going to still do mine on Monday night, every Monday night at 7. Yeah, it's hard for some people to get out camping, whether it's physical or like right now it's too hot. I don't have as much time with mowing and everything. I usually do a weekly video plus a weekly live, but during the summer it's been so hot, and I've been doing yard work and mowing all this out here, and we done been busy with other things, and I haven't been able to really do a weekly video plus a live. So I've been integrating my camping uh, and doing lives during my camp. So, or else I wouldn't be doing as many videos right now either. But definitely when it cools off and things calm down and gets a little bit slower, I'll definitely be starting to integrate my weekly videos, hopefully, into it. We'll see. I don't know if I'll still be able to or not. But yeah, that's what it's all about. I mean, I went camping about 2 months ago in the family campground. I miss it. Yeah. And I even like that. I mean, my wife and I, went for a week, early summer, uh, late spring, I guess, um, in Arkansas on top of a mountain. Very remote, very rugged up on top of a mountain. We're the only people up there, but we went with our 2 dogs and camped for, well, I guess it was 5 days, but it was really awesome, really remote. But we usually sometimes we do car camping. The campground we have up by Stockton Lake. Obviously have base camp here that I can camp whenever I want. Um, I go to another campground, remote campground, about 30 minutes from here. And then I spend a lot of time in Mark Twain National Forest. Um, Randy and I from Ozarks Great Adventures have met down there a couple times and did several collaborations down there at the cowboy camp down in Mark Twain National Forest. And of course, there's 7 of us last year that met up in Mark Twain uh, National Forest to do a YouTube meetup. So that was a lot of fun. Been really nice getting to know people and making friendships. Not only building community, there's people you'll never get to meet because you're so far apart, but there's a lot of people locally that you can meet and do collaborations with and have fun camping out. There's a Midwest bushcraft show, summer camp, fall camp, and winter camp. 3 of us, Matt, 2 guys in the Ozarks Great Adventures, Randy and myself went to the winter camp the past February, and they have a camp coming up uh, end of October, 1st of November in Kansas, and then they had a summer camp in July 25th through the 27th, I believe, in North Central Missouri for their summer camp, and then of course next February they're going to have another winter camp. But I think it's going to be close to the time that we're having our meetup again this next February. So probably won't be making that one this year because it's going to be either the same weekend or real close to the same weekend. So probably won't make that bushcraft winter camp this coming winter. But that's how it goes, you can't make them all. Let's see here. I'm visiting a niece in Fort Campbell, Kentucky until October. I'm headed back home to Alabama. I live about 2 cities from Todd. When I get back, I'll do a camping video. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Yeah, Todd's an outstanding guy, man. He's so humble, and so is Tony and Sam and Skeeter, and pretty much everybody we've met from YouTube is really awesome people. That's why I like this community, building community. This is such an awesome community, this outdoor community, and YouTube's, in my opinion, the best community out there. I mean, it's such a wide variety of channels. You've got camping, you've got hiking, you've got fishing, you've got hunting, you've got I don't know, shooting, you've got base jumping, you've got, I mean, so many, mountain climbing, so many channels. But I combine them all together because we're all outdoor community. I feel we're all part of the same community. When I go back to Puerto Rico, I want to start doing camping, but first practice in my backyard. Absolutely, PR. That's the best place I tell everybody, there's no shame in doing it in your backyard. I'm on my property. I'm not in my backyard. I'm past my backyard. I'm on the very back southeast corner of our property, but I'm technically on my own property. But when I was a kid, man, I camped out all the time in my backyard, and then I built a tree house and started camping in my tree house. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely get out, Stacy. That's all you got to do, man. You got kids, get them in the outdoors, man. Get them off those electronics and get them out and enjoy our amazing outdoors we have, no matter where you live. Even if you camp in your backyard, get the kids outside and make some s'mores and roast some hot dogs and have a good time, man. My kids loved it when they were little. Life on a budget. How you doing, brother? I thought I had you as a moderator already. I'm going to put you as a moderator so you check out everybody else's channel. I appreciate you coming in, brother. Got home from a day trip to Cincinnati. Awesome. Did you go camping, fishing? What'd you do up there in Cincinnati? Appreciate you coming in and the support, man. My child is grown, LOL, but yeah, I go out with my friends and family and friends, yep. Yep. I understand having grown children, but man, my kids are little. They enjoyed camping, but my son did go camping with me last year in Mark Twain. That was a lot of fun. I'm going to see if I can get him to go camping with me again this year. I don't know if I'll make it, but we're going to try. He likes going in the cooler weather. Bugs don't like my son. Well, they do like him, but my son don't like bugs. So he's real light complected, and he gets ate up real bad with bugs. So we went on a camping trip with him once, with my wife and my daughter, and boy, that poor kid got ate up from head to toe and had an allergic reaction. It was really bad. I think it was a really bad case of chiggers. They really had a bad reaction to them. It was bad. Yep, me too. I grew up on a dairy farm, and we had a creek that split our property in half. And I always say I had the perfect Tom Sawyer childhood. We had a lot of property. It was probably 60% wooded, 40% bottom land, where we did a lot of crops and hay. But yeah, we had great fishing, the best hunting in Lawrence County. It was great. I had a campsite right on the creek, and as long as I did my homework every day, my parents would let me camp out. As long as I got on that bus and got to school, if I missed the bus, man, I was grounded. And they knew what to ground me from, being outside. So yeah, we fished all the time, camped all the time, went hunting, rabbit, squirrel, deer, turkey, you name it. We was always hunting. When the quail were abundant, when we first moved there, we'd quail hunt too. Um, Great times, man. Best memories, some of the best memories. I've got some really good ones as an adult, with my wife and everything, but childhood memories, definitely the best memories I can remember, being there with my family. And of course, I was the only one out of even my mom and dad and my brothers, that I was really the only one that camped from a really early age. I mean, I'd be down there by myself. My brothers would be like, how in the world can you camp down there by yourself? I'd be scared to death. I'm like, I love it. And I didn't get picked on because, of course, I was the youngest, so you always got picked on when you was a kid. It was nice getting away from your older brothers. Of course, my oldest brother, we were close, and he was real good to me. He didn't pick on me that much, but me and my middle brother, he picked on me a lot. I went hunting with Dad, but only so I could scare the deer away. I don't want him to kill Bambi. He didn't take you often, yeah. Yeah, I had a feeling my daughter would do that. She'd always want to go with me, but she ended up, for some reason, not ever going with me deer hunting. But I always figured she would probably do something like that, or see me getting ready to shoot a deer and then try to make noise to scare it off. I could see her doing that. I mean, bless her heart. She loved deer and the wildlife, but she'd always go out and help me put up my stand or whatever, or do some scouting, but she never ended up going actual hunting with me. She always said she wanted to, but she always copped it up to not wanting to be cold. Yeah. You never know. I mean, it's so hard nowadays, it seems like, to get adults even, but kids especially, away from their electronics and outdoors. It was so different back then. Of course, back then, I mean, we ended up picking up walnuts and one year and buying a three-wheeler, but that kept us outdoors. And then the second year, Atari came out, and of course, that was the first electronic we bought, was an Atari. But it didn't really get played that much. My older brothers played it more than I did, I think, until I got in my teenage years, or upper teens, right about driving. The Nintendo came out. So, but yeah, I mean, I was outside. My parents would have to almost threaten me to get me to come back inside. I'd always be outside. I didn't want to be inside. When I was younger, I hated to read. Now I love to read, but yeah, the outdoors is definitely my outlet, definitely my escape. Got older and got a dirt bike and built a really cool dirt bike trail in the woods. And of course, all your friends want to come over then because you build a cool dirt bike or BMX dirt track out in the woods, and they all wanted to come out and hang out. But yeah, yeah, camping and fishing, man, that's where it's at for me. That's definitely my outlet. I still love to fish. Fishing is good therapy. Yep, PR for sure. Yeah, I love fishing too. Fishing is so much fun. Yeah, hunting, Cole, that'd be really good footage. I wouldn't mind starting to do some hunting videos as well. You just got to watch on YouTube, especially, of what you show and what you don't show. And there's so many stipulations. I may do some hunting videos on Rumble. I have a Rumble account too, so I may do some hunting and more fishing videos on Rumble maybe. With YouTube, you really got to watch what you do, or they'll demonetize your videos. So I think I might do some more on Rumble maybe. I remember my son shot his first deer. He did not get excited or anything. Really? He didn't get excited or nothing, huh? That's weird. Man, I remember my first one. My dad was like, "Calm down, son. It's just a deer." It's like, it's my first one. My dad was an awesome hunter. He liked to fish once in a while, but my dad's main outdoor activity was hunting. He didn't like to camp much. He didn't like to be outdoors much. Um, I guess it was because we was on the farm and was outside all the time anyways, working. But man, I was building forts. I was looking for arrowheads. I was catching crawdads, fishing, swimming, wading. We had a train trestle. We bought the tracks that went through our property too after they sold the property and removed all the train tracks. And yeah, we had a trestle and you could jump off that trestle, man. That was a lot of fun. We'd even fish off of it. I can't even shoot a deer going hunting. I get a buck fever, leg starts shaking, I can't shoot. Yeah, you see a big buck, man, it really makes you nervous. For sure. For sure. This city boy is one of the best deer hunters in central PA. Awesome, man. That'd really be really cool, Cole, to see hunting video. I think that'd be really cool. There's some states that'll let you hunt with the drones now. I enjoy arrow hunting. Yeah, arrowhead hunting is so much fun. Every year when we would plow our bottom fields around the creeks, we'd switch between alfalfa, soybean, corn, milo, and that type of stuff. Every time we'd plow the fields, we'd take our 5-gallon buckets and us kids would go out there and we would pick up, oh man, deer was so thick in hunting there. We would pick up buckets and buckets and buckets of arrowheads over the years out there. I've never seen so many arrowheads in one place in my life than our farm. And I wish I would have kept a lot more of those when we was kids. My uncle kept a lot of them. I mean, we didn't keep all of them, but yeah, there was ample amount of arrowheads. David Hurley, how you doing, brother? Appreciate you stopping by. Just out here at camp again, hanging out. Got my 11-foot rim hanging high hammock. Gonna do an overnighter tonight. Did another $5 camp meal challenge that Herbert T Outdoors has got going. Made a Mexican meal tonight. Did tamales, rice, and beans for dinner tonight for $4.87 before tax. Really good dinner. If you don't mind checking out the replay of the video, the live afterwards, you can check out that dinner I made. I also set up camp during my lives when I'm camping. Most of the time I set up camp, so it makes it kind of like a video too. You know where a bunch of raccoons are? Yeah, get us raccoons, Matt. You're battling the raccoons, Cole, still? You're winning? My sister kept a lot of arrowheads. I would give mine to her. Yeah, I didn't keep a lot of them. A lot of times I relocated them because, you know, us plowing them up would break some and stuff. A lot of them ended up back down around the creek areas where we didn't plow and stuff. But my uncle, he made a lot of his own arrowheads. Was into a lot of flint knapping and stuff, so he could make arrowheads look like real ones. You couldn't tell, but yeah, he kept a lot of them, made a lot of shadow boxes out of them and stuff. So will do. I appreciate it, David. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us tonight. Just been hanging out here at camp. It's really nice. It's 75 degrees and it's only about 50% humidity, so it's real comfortable out here. The mosquitoes were really bad a while ago, but it's cooling off enough and there's a little bit of a breeze. I think for the most part, there's a few floating around, but I think it's going to be a good night tonight. Perfect night for hammock camping. I'm surprised I haven't heard anything about my deer hunt video from last year. You haven't heard much on your deer hunt from last year, Matt? Guns, yeah. YouTube, they're funny with guns. They uh, they don't like you showing guns and stuff because of kids, you know. But I mean, it's understandable to some point, but yeah, you really got to read the rules on YouTube, or your videos will get demonetized real easy. And processing game and catch and cook videos and fish and stuff, a lot of times depends on how you do it and what you show. I mean, they can demonetize your videos. You have to really read the fine print on what you can do and what you can't do. Yeah, I don't know the all the standards and all the legalities, but I do have a couple other YouTubers I follow that have firearms channels, and they've been through the ringer as far as one guy used to make a living totally off of it, and he can't now. He's retired, but um, he used to make more money than he did at his own job when he worked. But they've demonetized a lot of his videos and changed so many laws on it. All he would do is target shooting. So I don't know. You just have to get on their site and try to find out as much as you can. You know, I don't know as far as the legalities of it, but you could reach out to other firearm creators on YouTube, and they could probably tell you a lot more than any of us could. Yeah, and southern Florida, heat's brutal. Yeah, for sure, man. So humid, and it's going to be that way the end of the week again. It's going to be in, I think Thursday and Friday. It's supposed to be like 94 with 75 to 80% humidity. So we're going to be up over 100 heat index with the humidity by the end of the week again. So tonight's going to feel like a fall evening to me now. It's going to be really nice. I wanted to take advantage of camping out tonight for sure. Yeah, I showed a lot of my deer hunting videos. Yeah, I enjoyed your deer hunting videos last year, Matt. I watched every one of them. I really enjoyed those. I love watching hunting videos and that type of stuff. I like target shooting and all that. And there's several good channels on YouTube. Uh, One guy I watch has a really nice um, sand berm shooting range and all the metal targets, reactive targets and stuff. It's really fun watching them. Hey everyone, I'm gonna get off here, get some things to do. I subscribe to most of all of you now. I appreciate the support, and I'll make some new videos soon that can be somewhat entertaining. Appreciate you coming in, Stacy. Nice to meet you, and we're looking forward to that content. And I'll check out your channel and your content as well. And I appreciate the support. I do. I guess I ought to plug you guys in before I lose you guys. One thing I always forget about is plug in my phone. I probably need to be getting off here before much longer. I've already on here longer than I planned on being, which I say that every week when you're camping. As long as people are in here communicating with you, it's nice to hang out and chat with everybody. I appreciate everybody hanging out. All right, so hard to get everything situated. Let's see here. Yeah, have a good night, Stacy. Appreciate you. Just me and my grandson this year. Yeah, that's all you need, man. Woodsman, you can concentrate on you and your grandson. That'll be a lot of fun. That'll make some good videos. I remember that deer you guys seen last year. That was pretty cool. I wish you would have got a shot on it. Yeah, I like bow hunting. I got a crossbow too. I don't have a compound or recurve no more. Hey Ed Chaos, I appreciate you stopping in, brother, and saying hi. Thank you for stopping in. I know we're on a little later than normal, but I'm probably not going to stay on too terribly late. I'm just camping out tonight out here. I guess I don't have much to do other than I usually watch videos before I go to bed, just kill some time and catch up on some friends' videos. I've got several to catch up on actually, but I do appreciate you coming in, Ed. Just been hanging out here. I showed setting up again my rim 11-foot hanging high hammock I got from Trevor this week. Same hammock I gave away on my 500 subscriber giveaway. Gonna be my first night camping in it, so I'm excited to do that. Love my one wind 12-foot Aries hammock, but I know I'm gonna love Trevor's rim hammock here. I have a Matthews plus a Raven crossbow. Awesome, Glenn. Yeah, mine's just a recurve crossbow. Mine's not a compound crossbow, so but it does pretty good. It's a Barrett. It's not an expensive one, but it does the job. Yeah, hunting and fishing. I want to do some more fishing videos when it cools down this fall. And fishing gets a little bit better. I'd like to do some more kayak fishing videos. It's so hard to do live fishing videos here. You have to do bank and fishing that's where you're pretty much in one spot so you keep a good signal. Because the lake coverage and cell service around here is so spotty. So if you're in a boat, it's hard to keep a good cell service and good footage for a live. So I may just do my fishing and hunting videos and that type of stuff as actual videos, so you don't have to worry about having a cell coverage. Speaking of that, I got to get my game cameras up before I go to bed tonight, so I can. The deer out here are pretty thick. Last week I had four doe and a buck that came up to my camp here last week, so that was pretty cool. And then I had a pretty good size armadillo around my hammock, underneath my hammock. Caught some photos of it. I downloaded the photos last week and was going to post them on my community page, and I transferred them to my laptop and it showed them on my laptop, but I went to upload them to YouTube and they disappeared. They were gone. So I don't know what happened to my photos. Lost every one of them. Made me so mad. But had some really good photos of some deer. I really wish my game cameras would do video too. They only do photos, which kind of stinks, but got some really nice deer and turkeys around here, and coyotes and raccoons, possums, squirrels. I know there's some fox around here. I've heard them. Got some quail around. But really nice piece of paradise here. We have a big open field across the street from us. It's probably, let's say, 30 or 40 acres, I'm guessing. Big open lot field, and all the coyotes hang out over there a lot. They were out there earlier right before it got dark. A lot of fun listening to the coyotes. Diamond compound it is, yeah. Diamond's a good crossbow as well. Me, you, and Randy need to go fishing. Yeah, man, we all need to set a day and go, man. Get our kayaks and all go. Or even shore fish, I don't care. We could get some, I got some waders, man. We could wade the James and do some fishing too. Or take our waders and kayaks both. Some really good fishing on the James. Yeah, 4,000 acres, yeah. Yeah, it's nice. That's only bow hunting out here. I go out up north there's a place not too far from Mark Twain that's close to Mark Twain, uh, just east of Springfield. It's on a mountaintop. I've been going there since I was pretty young in my teens with a family friend of ours. But it's nice. A lot of people don't like hunting it because you gotta walk up a mountain, and you know we got a lot of deer carts and stuff, so it's not too bad to haul your deer down the mountain. But it's a really nice piece of public property too, because uh, you can camp out there during deer season, but um, a lot of people don't like climbing the mountain, so it discourages a lot of people to deer hunt out there, which is nice. Yeah, I wish we had 10 acres here so I could hunt here. I mean, like anybody would ever say anything around here, but if you ever got caught, it'd be a nice find. But since we only have 5 acres here, you have to have 10 acres to legally hunt it. So I'm sure my neighbors behind me that's got the 91 acres, I'm sure they'd let me hunt their land if I asked. I'm sure they would. But yeah, it'd be nice to have enough acres I could legally hunt on my own property, which would be nice. It spoiled me being on the farm all those years and having all that land to hunt and do everything we wanted to do. Never had to go anywhere, but now you have to go to public or I've got access to some private land, uh, but mostly public land I have to go to as well. I bet you do, Glenn. I bet you do. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that don't know about it, but there's a lot of people that know about it. I try not to say it too much because I don't want to get too many people out there. Um, the Amish go out there a lot too, and they hadn't in years past, but they got wind of it. So there's a lot of them that's been going out there and cleaning out the deer. You know, they can get a lot of tags with all those boys out there hunting. Yeah, there's a lot of good public land that you can hunt that some people don't like. I just don't like the real busy public lands. And we went down by Gainesville, Missouri one time with one of my best friend's dads growing up, and there were so many people down there. I mean, you could literally hear bullets whizzing through the woods. I mean, people are just nuts down there. It gets so busy down there. I would never hunt down there again. And it was even on top of a mountain down there. It was a nice area. But man, there were so many people down there. It's crazy. And people don't take consideration when they're going to shoot at something. They see something they're going to shoot at. They don't consider where they're shooting or what direction they're shooting. Not everybody, but there was enough bullets I've heard that I would not go down there again. I mean, when you fear for your life more than anything because of people just randomly shooting, and then they rapid fire on deer. They can't even get one shot, one kill. They got to shoot multiple times at one deer. That's crazy. Yeah, Bodark out here, we're real close to that. We're only the first corner of Bodark Conservation is only it's less than 4 miles from our house right up here. We're real close to it. We actually live kind of in a triangle. We live about 5 miles, 6 miles from the Springfield Airport, and then we live about 5 miles from Willard, 5 miles or 3 miles from 3 or 4 miles from Bodark. So we're real close. We're just out here in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, they have some really nice archery range, practice ranges out at the Andy Dalton shooting range. Has some nice archery and skeet shooting out there. And I used to go out there with my dad and my brothers a lot, sighting in their rifles at the gun range, and that was a lot of fun. A lot of good memories out there. Yeah, Bodark out here is pretty nice area. They got some nice walking trails out here too. When it's not season, there's a lot of nice areas. Some fishing ponds out here for the youngsters. Of course, us adults can't fish those ponds out there by the shooting range, but yeah, they do. I like Andy Dalton, and they teach a lot of uh, the conservation classes. Uh, a lot of classes out there they hold out at Andy Dalton. You know, it's a dying. You know, a lot of kids. There's still a lot of kids that like to hunt and like the outdoors, but not like there used to be, man. When I was a kid, every kid in my school, just about every boy, a lot of girls too, but everybody liked to hunt and fish. But hardly any kids nowadays. I mean, and if they do, it's because their fathers or their mothers, you know, the whole family likes to hunt and fish. But even in the rural areas, it's getting less and less. I notice here in the smaller schools around our area that less and less kids like the outdoors, man. They want to be indoors on the electronics, and you know, my kids fell into that once they got a little older too. But both of my sons never were outdoorsmen at all. My girls were more outdoorsy than my boys were. But yeah, you can't get kids interested. And I love it. That's why I love this, being on YouTube and being a part of this community, and encouraging uh, you know, young adults and older adults to get out. People that's never camped or fished, and that's why I do the bargain segment every week on my live, just to help people that getting started in camping and the outdoors. You know, give them the outlet to get started camping. You know, there's no shame in thrift store camping items. My backpack, Ozark Trails 50-liter backpack, I got $12 for. I still have it. You know, I found several different military mess kits and different camping gear at Goodwill. Even found a wool blanket recently at Goodwill for $7.50. I mean, there's no reason why people can't get out and camp. A lot of people are just too scared. And, you know, I always encourage people, like PR said, get out in his backyard first and camp. That's where you should try out all your gear, man, in your backyard. Make sure you know, if you're going to do winter camping, make sure your gear is going to be warm enough for you in the weather you're going to camp in. Make sure your gear fits you, is comfortable. You might as well try it in your backyard, so if it fails, you can just go inside and sleep in your house. You know, it's fun sleeping outside no matter where you're at. In your backyard, take your air mattress, throw in the back of your pickup, camp in your truck, camp in the back of your car, man. SUV, it's nice car camping too. I love car camping. I want to set up my dad's truck with rooftop tent and bed rack, and I want to do some overlanding with my dad's truck and get some good tires, truck tires put on it. And there's a lot of places in Arkansas that I want to do some overlanding in. Some decent places here in Missouri, but there's some really nice places on the Buffalo I like down in Arkansas. So looking forward to getting into that. Appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. If you haven't given me a thumbs up, I appreciate a thumbs up, man. Like I said, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on, coming up on the 3-hour mark. Yeah, sorry if I missed any comments. I'm trying to go back over comments. Always, if I'm trying to use my phone, I usually miss a few, but so I've been started to bring my tablet out so I can catch most of the comments. But man, it's been fun. Woodsman, like I said, I did another $5 camp challenge. I don't know if you heard what I made tonight, but I made some beef tamales, rice, and some Tex-Mex Old El Paso beans. Total of $4.87 for the meal. And I've got enough there's enough for 2 people, so that's really dirt cheap. If you factor $2, it's less than $2.50 a person, so that was a super good meal. Ate some, put some Texas Pete condiments and salt and pepper stuff. Was obviously not a addition, you know, salt and pepper and hot sauce, and you know, if you got cheese or something, that's going to add price to your meal. But man, that was so good. That's probably the best filling meal that you can feed 2 people comfortably off of. That was a really good meal. But yeah, did that, did camp setup, did my sales segment. A lot of good sales right now for camping equipment. End of summer is a really good time to start buying camping equipment. The Walmart, Amazon, Bass Pro, REI, Big Dick's Sporting Goods, um, One Tigers, Nature Hike, all those guys start clearancing off their camping stuff. So really good deals right now. Right now would be a good time to, towards the end of the summer, to go to the thrift stores and Goodwill and that type of stuff, pick up some camping gear. If you're on social media, obviously Facebook Marketplace is a good place to buy camping gear. I noticed when springtime hit, there's a couple hunters that sold all their camping gear for winter camp, so they probably just aren't going to go hunting again. Probably some of those people that tried hunting and camping for the first time and just didn't like it or just getting out of it. But there was a lot of good gear uh, on Marketplace that people are selling, so you can always get a good deal. I got an air mattress one time for $10, a Thermarest. Still have it. It's a really good deal. I just got the Nature Hike Mongar 2 for $100. Man, that's a good deal. That's a nice tent. Real nice tent. I feel sorry for anything that walks under a hammock tonight. Yep. The rice even had a little beans in it too, so luckily for me, beans don't bother me like that too much. Not like cabbage or, oh man, cabbage would tear me up. But yeah. Yeah, I don't have my underquilt on. I was going to get my lightweight underquilt just for the mosquitoes underneath, but I'll just lay down my top quilt underneath me and lay on it. I won't need a blanket tonight. But yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be a quiet night. Not expecting any rain, of course. No rain in the near future. So, well, got slim chances of pop-up showers. 5 and 10% chance here or there, but not expecting anything. It's going to be pretty quiet. I'm sure the coyotes are going to be real active tonight. The deer's always active. I'm surprised they haven't snorted at me yet. Usually this time of night, they're coming through and seeing if I put more salt block and mineral block out. I put one out at the edge of the trail coming back here to my campsite. And yeah, they tell me this is my their campsite because they don't like me being out here. They usually wake me up. If I go to sleep before midnight, usually they'll come through and snort at me, wake me up at that time. And then about 5 a.m., 4:30 to 5:30, they're at the head of the trail, uh, scratching the ground, licking the ground from the salt and mineral that's seeped into the ground. Um, Big old buck scraped the grounds out there last week. Has got some really good scrape marks from the ground. But yeah, haven't heard anything. Which this fan next to me I've got on to kind of drowned out a little of the noise, but usually you can hear them pretty good. There's a big doe, mama doe, that her fawn just got ran over last week. I felt so bad. Killed, and it spun out into our yard. I went out there and found a dead spotted fawn out in my yard. It was sad, but I had to get rid of it before my dogs found it. But yeah, that mama was off in the brush beside the road calling for her baby. She was sad, man. It must have just, I mean, it looked like it happened within an hour or two. Car hit it, obviously, but yeah, I scared her up when I was dragging the poor fawn off into the woods. I jumped her up. She was right there in the woods, not too far from the baby. She realized probably what happened, but she was pretty upset. But yeah, she's a pretty big doe. I'd say 3 or 4 years old now. She's the same one that's been around for a while, and she's a big doe. But she's pretty smart. She stays on this pieces of property around here that she knows people don't hunt. It's pretty safe. Almost time to put deer meat in the freezer. Yep, for sure. Yeah, there's a... My wife really don't enjoy eating deer very much. If it was elk, she'd be all over it. She grew up eating elk, but she's not fond of deer. She does like the deer jerky and the deer summer sausage, so if I do get a deer, it'd be mostly ground up or summer sausage or jerky I'd make out of it. So I just don't do a lot of deer hunting anymore. I definitely would like to get back into it. And I went last year with my nephew. Had a good time. We didn't get anything last year, but I think I might go again this year. We went hunting and camping both, so that was fun. We went down to Mark Twain one night, and then went down to around the Crane area on some private property and did some gun hunting. So I may do that again this year, get him out and do some camping and hunting, so be fun. It's always fun to do that, get out and enjoy camping. That's when I do the majority of my camping anyways, in wintertime. Well, under 6 weeks, yep. Yep. Coming up soon, man. September, huh? I remember when bow season didn't start until in October, but now they're trying to get more deer harvested. We got such a huge deer population, it's crazy. It's not been too long ago since my wife, I think it was last year, my wife hit a deer and almost totaled out our car right close to our house. Really tore up our car bad. Big old doe. But yeah, there's so many deer, especially even around here. I mean, so many deer. My nephew and I, we could use our crossbow and actually get one here in my backyard. I mean, if I put up a tree stand out here in my woods out here, I could easily get a deer for sure. But I just don't want to get a bad shot with a bow and it run on one of the neighbors' land and then rat me out. So I just think it's kind of silly that you have to have a certain amount of acreage to hunt on your own property. But, which I don't think any of my neighbors around here would say much. Got the nice moon out. I was hoping it'd be back out tonight and wouldn't be clouded up. Pretty moon. Now I hear the coyotes. They start talking about them. I start hearing them again. They're behind me now. But yeah, we're hitting the 3-hour mark, so I think I'm going to get ready to head off here and get ready for bed. I got to do my dishes and I got to get my game cameras up and watch a few videos before I hit the hay. But I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out with me tonight, and appreciate you guys watching and all the support. And I'm going to get off here and get all my chores done and get in bed so I can watch some of my buddies' videos I need to catch up on. There's several videos I haven't got to watch yet today, so I'd like to catch up on a couple lives and a couple weekly videos of people. So like I said, thank you for the support. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Appreciate all the thumbs ups and everybody checking out each other's channels. And yeah, I had fun tonight. I guess I will see you guys next week, Monday night at 7 p.m. I'll catch you guys later. I love you guys. God bless. We'll catch you later, guys. Good night.